Change Nigerian flag, passport, constitution for prosperity, unity, Primate Ayodele tells Tinubu. The leader of the Inric Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has advised President Tinubu to change the Nigerian flag, passport, and constitution for prosperity and unity in the country. Okay, guys, if you're just joining us here today, please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and also hit our notification bell. Anytime we drop a news, you'll be the first person to know. Thank you. Now let's get back into news in full details. In a statement signed by his media aide, Oluwatosin Osho, the Primate Ayodele made it known that aforementioned materials have spiritual implication on the country and that there is a need to change them if the country wants to move to the next level. He explained that changing the flag, passport, and constitution would promote the country and it would have an potential effect on Nigeria positively. President Tinubu should change the Nigerian flag, constitution, and passport to promote unity and prosperity in the country. These national materials are dragging us down, but many may not understand it. There are spiritual implications on the country, and if needed, we want a greater country. We must first change the constitution, flag, and passport. If the president does all this, it will have a positive effect on Nigeria. Furthermore, Primate Ayodele addressed people that may not understand his message, urging them to seek spiritual clarification rather than interpreting it in language of a mere man. Many will not understand this message and interpret it in their languages. These spiritual matters require a spiritual interpretation and understanding. I urge anyone who may need clarification to seek spiritual interpretation. The Nigerian flag, constitution, and passport are the country's identity. The president should make moves to change them to set the country on a great path. Nigeria should have gone beyond this, but not about our identity is dragging us down. Okay, this statement, like I said before, is made by Primate Ayodele, who is the leader of the Inric Evangelical Spiritual Church. According to him, he is telling the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that in order for Nigeria to move forward, to go to greater heights, we need to first start with changing the Nigerian flag, passport, constitution. He said that some people may not understand these facts and that they may interpret it in a mere man's language, but actually this is have spiritual implications and that they are representing Nigerian identity, that if Nigeria want to grow further, they need to change all this, and that he believes that this is going to affect Nigeria in a good way, according to him. He's saying that all these have spiritual meanings and advise the Nigerian president to actually listen to him and to take this step in order for Nigeria to move to the next level. He believes that doing all this will actually promote unity and prosperity in the country, and that these national materials are actually dragging us down, but many will not understand it. So, as you have heard now, he's saying that, like, we need to leave. Just bring new Nigeria, just new Nigeria altogether, because this is particularly what he's saying. And he also said for those who doesn't understand his message, that we need to seek spiritual interpretation. That's what he's saying. Now let's get to the comment section. Let's see what Nigerians have reacted based on this message he has given to us. The first one says, Pastor, changing all these things are not what Nigeria needs right now. What the country is seriously in need is for politicians and senior civil servants to stop corruption. Period. Change the constitution first, I believe you. Sir, that is not Nigerian problem, please. Changing Nigerian presidents and you in a particular will help Nigeria to move on, not constitution and flag. This man, how many times did I call you? Okay, Nigerians are still reacting. Some are positive and still some are negative. Changing Nigerian flag does not change that what Nigeria is by nature. Thus, it means killing, kidnapping, and armed robberies, mismanagement of government funds, bribery and corruption, tribalism, and the likes will change. Let us start between ourselves. You are your own God. The same Tinubu you made us to realize would be condemned in jail and would not win is now the one who you are telling to change the flag. God is never a man. Start from your church by helping people genuinely with food items and not giving them one rubber or rice and beans. Is this one also prophecy? This is the questions. Oga, please, sir. If you really know that God called you, then just leave Nigerian government alone and face the church for God's sake. Change Nigeria's name and geographical location as well, please. Please, Daddy, you are not telling Baba how he's feeling us is for how he's feeling us is frustration. God come to our rescue. Some Swana said Nigerians are their enemy. Constitutions of Nigeria should be changed to that of 1963. If progress must be recording, this constitution is the best thing that bailed this country out of her woes. President Tinubu inciting restructuring is putting the cart before the horse. Many many more wise patriots and well-meaning Nigerians have advised him on this. Not to listen is playing with the lives of people. Playing politics and with such a sensitive issue is bad. Ayodele, what was it not the same flag we had from 1960 to 1980 when our naira was greater than or equal to the British pounds and American dollar does not even come near. You deceived preachers should just shut up. If you don't have wisdom to give, the first thing is for Tinubu to fear God and stop being selfish. Shebi you had bought a new jet for safety and comfort. We don't criticize him for that. Now take down fuel price to 200 or 250. Second, every qualified youth and person should be given job to support her to be self-employed. Third, reduce tariffs for electricity and other taxes. Fourthly, repair our refineries so that we can enjoy our good given oil. You evil politicians have devoured enough. You have gotten plenty for our posterity at expense of the masses. Changing flag or passport is the advice of vain prophets that don't even obey the basic Ten Commandments and everlasting Saturday Sabbath command of Jesus Christ according to First John according to Exodus 31 to 17 and Mark 24 to 20. What Nigeria needs is a leader that feels for the citizens as long as you have a vampire, hardened leader. It will take heavy judgment of God to rid Nigeria of the bad governance and that have been ruling this country for the past 9 years. Yaroba and Goodluck did not change flag, but we had some respite. Obasanjo and Atiku failed to get our refineries functioning. What we need are God-fearing citizens, loving leaders who will let citizens breathe and live since God has blessed Nigeria with so much. If you like change all these things, the heart of Nigerian politicians remain the same. They are all criminals. Okay, guys, this is Nigerians' reaction concerning what the statement Ayodele has made, and some they haven't really taken it too nicely. So actually, in my own perspective, what I actually believe what Nigeria really need, I don't really think the changing of flag and changing of passport is really the problem. I think we should actually start to the root of Nigerian problem, which is corruption. If you can handle and tackle corruption, then they were starting with the politicians. They are actually the root and the cause of the problem. Because of the politicians refuse if the politicians are being corrupt, that is, if your father is corrupt, of course the children will follow now. If you make the punishment for corruption, if the politicians are not this corrupt, and Nigerians see that the punishment for being like corruption or whatever is actually great, they will fear now. But since the politicians are doing it, why will you fear now? Because if your father is doing it, you too, you can do it. Because this is the way they're seeing it. So I don't really think the changing of passport or whatever is Nigerian's problem. But everybody has their own different perspective. Maybe based on him, he's saying there's a spiritual meaning and that in a more spiritual, whatever he's saying, spiritual something. He's saying that those things have huge meaning and can actually affect or make a good impact in Nigeria. Well, he's the prophet though. Okay, guys, I'm dropping it here for now. If you are just joining us here, please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for coming for always coming out here.